Metal Gear Solid 2. Now, I just gave my take on how bad Metal Gear Solid 1 was, and even after giving my take, I found myself still finding things wrong with the story plot. But this one right here is a whole different beast. There are so many things wrong with Metal Gear 2, and I know for sure that I'll leave things out. Well, let's get to it.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
Our boy is right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
So you threw your jacket in traffic and possibly caused an accident if that jacket landed on someone's windshield. And what was the purpose of using the stealth here? So you put the stealth on just to still be spotted by Ocelot and thought you looked cool doing a special flip off the bridge? Also, that landing impact should have broke your legs. Furthermore, you should have fried with that electrical current flowing through you from the stealth when your clumsy ass broke it. And why would you hit a flip like that off the bridge? You're lucky that flip was perfect. Otherwise, you may have had a different outcome.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
This makes no sense. If every .com has its own version of Metal Gear, then why go on this mission in the first place? This just seems like a waste of time to me.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
Recognized but still fringe? What the hell does that even mean? Here we go with saying shit just for the hell of it.
Converted from a Beretta M9022F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake, cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
Wow. This time Snake was able to start the mission with something way better, then binoculars. And I see he still managed to suppress his stomach acids like last time and bring his cigarettes. Suppress your stomach acids. That shit still sounds dumb.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists.
So just because they're Marines and not terrorists means what exactly? That they aren't armed? This is a ship in the middle of the ocean, so why wouldn't they be armed? And if they're not, then maybe they should be.
Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
So this loud-ass chopper can fly over the ship while these Marine soldiers were out on patrol and nobody heard it? Did they all have headphones on with the volume to the maximum?
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. It's their game. Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon. How many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS-74U. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. Ka-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Camel chopper, right? Killer whale.
Need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the Ka-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch. So it is the Kasatka. Russian choppers.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project. which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Shalashashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as
Death. I have a bad feeling about this mission.
You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete.
Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go.
Maybe you should try getting a job.
Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild?
You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
What the hell do you mean you have nowhere else to go? You're pregnant? Go live with your baby daddy or your dad. Also, you make yourself sound like you're homeless, and yet you and your dad have an army. Just shut up, Olga. And sir, if you're so concerned with her being out here and because she's carrying your grandchild, then put her ass on maternity leave.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean. And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either. I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the battles. I have no one. Nothing else matters to me. Whoever whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
You guys from DC?
He's paralyzed.
Cipher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
And this is why the hell I don't trust Otacon. So you tell Snake he worries too much and that he's being paranoid, and yet you wait for him to get on a ship in the middle of the ocean and then say you didn't get your information through your usual means, and that it was an anonymous tip by someone claiming to be your sister named Emma? And then says, "Watch yourself, Snake, maybe I screwed up?" You damn right you did. I would not trust this dude, also much like Shadow Moses. How was Snake getting off the ship if he successfully took the pictures without incident?
Raven.
Whoever did this is funny as hell now that I think about it, considering it still makes no sense. So whoever this was, put a Raven doll in front of a flashlight assuming Snake would go through there and get startled. That's the only reason why it was funny to me. However, this shit makes no sense. Who knew Snake would come through here and why scare him? If you know he'll be through here, maybe you could have ambushed him better than the elevator soldiers from Shadow Moses. I don't see who could have possibly done this except for Ocelot or his dumb alter ego. Either way, it makes no sense.
You got me! Stay on lookout for the intruder!
Understood. Assigning more personnel to the starboard entrance to the engine room.
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place. If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through.
So these sensors by the door were set up. How exactly? Unless one of these random soldiers walking around here did the setup and left. I'm not sure how they were able to set this up and then go through the door, let alone get out.
Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
We have sealed the stern hatch.
All right.
The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Who goes there?
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Still wondering how they spotted Snake considering he was behind a container. Also, I love how that last soldier didn't want any of that smoke from Snake, so he shut him inside only to get his cap peeled by Ocelot.
What a shame.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
How are you going off the fringe when Otacon said already that damn near every .com has their own Metal Gear version? You're on a pointless mission just because Otacon thought his sister was here.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
Remember...
I don't understand how they messed this up by not knowing the ship was taken over. There is a live broadcast upstairs of the speech, so you know it's linked down there. So I'm not sure how that takeover was not seen.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent rivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
See, this is what I mean. Why are you just now saying someone is monitoring you too? And it's literally right at the most inconvenient moment. Snake is at the bottom of the ship with soldiers that don't know he's there. So why are you just now mentioning this? Otacon is so trash.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital. You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. In the nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching.
Good.
Right. Left. Front. Right.
Good. Good.
Getting back to the topic at hand. I have a daughter. And it is my great wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in the aftermath.
I hope you keep the UC on a local network.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. And the next one is... We already have a good...
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar.
You're definitely not one to talk about being a liar, Ocelot.
Their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
How the hell did Gurlukovich get his big-eared ass behind all of those soldiers? Better yet, where or which area did he come from that allowed him to sneak up on Commander Dolph?
Lukovich. Nobody move. Understood?
I love how the soldiers up top are able to see the broadcast of the hostile takeover, but didn't hear a chopper or enemy soldiers running around the ship, or even do a patrol and discover their dead comrades.
To blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
I agree with Dolph because honestly, nobody cares.
Dignity all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back.
Low-tier trash.
Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo. How's that possible?
And this whole Lolly Lula Lo sounds so dumb.
You sold us out.
I was never in your employ, Lukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidas?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Lukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present you the by far dumbest plot in the history of Metal Gear that made no sense whatsoever. So, somehow Ocelot went and found Liquid's body, in which case had more than likely frozen since he was shirtless in the snow. Oh, and his arm for some reason had active nerves. And it gets even better because Liquid Trash announces later that he chose Ocelot as his host, and I didn't even know he could do that when he was alive, let alone dead. So Ocelot stupidly attaches this arm to himself. Out of all the arms in the world that he could have chosen, he chose this trash, and it gets even better. Not only is the arm alive, Liquid's very being is still inside with a will of its own, and also managed to take control of Ocelot's whole body. So this one skinny-ass dead arm took control of this whole man's cell structure. And by the way, it's so strong that it only realistically takes over when Solid Snake is nearby. I don't know what Kojima was thinking with this one, but this shit was so stupid as fuck. Anything to make Liquid Snake relevant.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake?
You two are an embarrassment.
You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
And where do these extra plots keep coming from? What do you mean Naomi passed him up for the Fox Die program? She gave it to him. So where do you keep getting your dumbass theories from?
Get out of my mind, Liquid!
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's arm.
location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
It should have been you, Otacon.
What a shame.
So, all in all, I feel like this tanker mission was a complete waste of time. Not from the gamer's view, but from Snake's. So he decided to go on this mission because his nose had been in the cold for way too long, because that makes sense. And Otacon waits for you to drop onto a ship in the middle of the ocean just in time to start delivering bad news like the mission was sent to him as an anonymous tip. Even still, the mission, in my opinion, makes no sense no matter how you look at it. If organizations already have a version of Metal Gear, I don't see what exposing the Marines would do, considering it was made as a weapon for them in the first place. And just who were Snake and Otacon supposed to out this information to exactly? Because even if the public saw the photos, what are they going to do other than panic? In which case, panicking will just make things worse. And the fact that Otacon reveals later that they're being monitored just says more than enough about him. So this guy was so obsessed with finding his stepsister based on a tip that he put Snake in danger, and then decided to switch to burst transmission because naturally that makes perfect sense, considering burst transmission has been completely unexplainable. Even if it was explainable, he says that all the while he's being monitored, so whoever's listening could easily be preparing for their next move. And then the dumbest part of the tanker literally comes at the end, which is supposed to be some type of shock to the audience. Enter Liquid's arm that Ocelot found and attached. I was shocked when the reveal happened, but not for excitement. I was more so shocked at how little that made sense, and the fact that the writers thought it was cool was mind-blowingly stupid. But as I said before, I did enjoy the gameplay, just not the story. But I must admit, I enjoy poking holes in it.